Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Adventures in Dog Training with American Standard Dog Training and American Overwatch Canine Services. Here's Bentley. He goes home today. We did a 3-week program with him, puppy board and train, and we're going to do like a 2-part video. We're going to squeeze it all into one though, and that's to update you on his part 1s of both downing, healing, and staying. All that's going to be included in our closeout video where we show you where he's at after 3 weeks. So we'll try to break it up into segments as best we can, but we're not really following a script. We'll try to shoot this in one long video with no editing so you can see everything. If he makes a mistake, you're going to see it. If he does well, you're going to see that also. So 3-week program, we guarantee everything on leash, but we always push for that off leash capability because why not? If we can squeeze it in, let's try to do it. So without further ado, we're going to try to make this a short video. It's super hot out. It's got to be in the 90s and there's barely a breeze. So we're going to try to film as much as we can in the shade, but there's no shade to be had. So alright, let's make it happen. So first thing we train him up on is the place board. If you want to work your dog on stays using the crate, which we brought out, and the place board is a beautiful way to do that. It's a very defined place for them to understand if they're staying, then they're on the place board. If they're staying, then they're in the crate. If they break out of the crate or they come off the place board, it's very clear, definitive, physically, that they've broke the stay, and that's how you mark it. Right? You would mark it with you'll see it. If he breaks, we'll show you. Also, I have to apologize. Our microphone, of course, broke today, so everything you're going to hear today is going to be on the GoPro mic. So I'll try to talk loud, and she's going to be all up in my face with it, so you can hear me nice and clear. But let's check out Mr. Bentley here. He's got to be, I don't know, 3.5 months old now, give or take. I think we got him when he was 10 weeks. We've had him 3 weeks, so he's 13 weeks. So somebody do the math for me. That's 3 months and 1 week. Alright, we finally got the wraps off his ears. They're looking beautiful. I think they kind of crossed his ears wrong. One is just slightly taller than the other, but he's still handsome. It gives him some personality. Alright, let us show you where his down. We're going to work the down, the stay, a little bit of everything. So, remember, we first taught him to down. By the way, I'm going to use some raw food. That's what the owners want. We will sprinkle in some kibble though, so it's easier. But here comes that down. Remember, we lured him with food. Originally, we lured him and a knock-knock. After the lure and the knock-knock, we'll just do the lure. No knock-knock needed. Here comes the lure down. Yes. Now, that hand lure with food turns into, watch, no food, no food. When he's ready, he's super hungry right now, so. But watch the down by hand. Yes, and then we pay. So those are the 3 steps in a nutshell. Then to get them off of a hand command, we simply, I'll wait for this truck to pass. We simply say what we want, precede the hand command. Whatever you want to teach him precedes what he already knows. So in this case, he knows that, yes. And so now we simply add right in front of it. Yeah, I know you're ready for it, buddy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Down. See, he beat me to it because he knows it. So that's all we do. A bunch of reps of down, hand command. And now, no hand command needed. Sit. Good. And it's the same for the sit and the down, folks. It's just the luring is in a different direction. Down. Yes. So that's where we've come in total of 3 weeks, but probably when we first filmed those videos, we were in somewhere in that first week, either at the end of the first week or in the middle of that first week. Alright, so that's where his down has come to. The other thing you want to work on if you're going to continue with the down, and I think I mentioned in that video, is if he downs on the placeboard, fantastic. Either start moving that placeboard to other places to get him familiarized with different environments. Those dogs are extremely environmentally oriented, meaning to teach a dog to get down in your kitchen 1,000 times. Ask him to do it in your living room, he's going to have no idea what you're talking about. So immediately, once they start getting it, you got to start doing different areas. So let's pull them off. And And let's just try it right here. Let's see. Will he do it? I know he's going to keep going back for that because that's the sweet spot. So, we'll just put it up for now. Look at the shameless flow. Little shameless flow, but we love it. Great wrap there. All right, back to business. Here we are, no place board. Yeah, I know he's just trying to activate me to pan. Here we go. Watch him. Down. Good. Good boy. It's as simple as that. I suggest if you're going to break him off the placeboard into downs, just try downing him right next to the placeboard. And then 3 feet from it, 5 feet from it, and then get rid of the placeboard. You can always come back to the placeboard. All right. Sit. Good. So that's his downing. That's the only problem with this raw food. It's a little gross. It's like basically like raw hamburger meat. But he loves it and it keeps him motivated. So that's the down. Now, let's talk about, he heard me, good boy. Let's go right into the healing. Basically, this is what pretty much a finished product would look like after 3 weeks. Of course, we could always push the envelope more and get his healing better and better and better, but we would need more time. But the client only wants the 3 weeks. Obviously, it's a puppy. They want to enjoy him while he's still a puppy, so we do the best we can in 3 weeks. And here we're at. We're going to walk that way, ready to go. I like them in a sit first, heel. Oh, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful heel, my friend. And if we come to a stop, he comes to a stop and sits. Now, we have him hooked up right now to the pinch collar. It's going to slow him down just a little bit in case he accidentally steps on it. I don't want him to accidentally self-correct himself, so we'll hook him to his flat collar. Heel. And we'll pass you by. Beautiful. A little sloppy on the sit, but you know, there, he's cleaning it up. He's cleaning it up himself. Yes. You can stay there. We're going to spin around. Good job. Not a lot of back hip rotation, but we only have 3 weeks to work on it, so I'll take it. He's still spinning with us. You stay there again, and we're gonna work different ways. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice. If you remember from that last video, we were talking about those right about turns and how you speed up to make him speed up, and we'll show it to you now. One more time. I just did it, but pay attention to how when I make the right hand turn, he's going to speed up to catch up to me. Good boy. Heel. Yes. And we mark that for catching up to me. Good boy. All right, so that healing is it's complicated, but not. We definitely want to pay him when he's looking at me. Sometimes I'll pay the food from my face because I don't want him keying on my hand necessarily. Heel, like he is now. Heel. Good boy. Yes. Waiting for him to get in a better position. Now we're going to mark it. Hey. Why don't you come over here? Stay. We'll talk about his stay now. There he is staying. No placeboard needed. If we have the placeboard, it's going to just amplify that stay like we talked about in the beginning of this video. But we build towards a stay with no equipment. A stay anywhere. A stay in the grass, a stay on the sidewalk, a stay no matter... Now, he messed up on this the other day. Let's see if we fixed it. They're always anticipating to be pulled off that stay. They want to come off that stay, be with you, get paid. So I should be able to make a lot of noise, go down to a knee, pick something up, but he needs to stay there no matter what I'm doing. Maybe we're in the store. We just took him to Home Depot yesterday. Maybe I need him to downstay while I grab something off the shelf, while I tie my shoe, whatever it might be. So once you get the stay, start adding duration, distance, and some distractions. Distractions is what I'm discussing. Going to the floor, jumping up and down, making all that smoochy sounds, all those things that might pull him off of a stay. We don't want him to come off a stay. The one and only way he comes off a stay, so you have a concrete, badass stay, is, and I'll do it to the camera first, touch his nose and pull away, like you're throwing a piece of food. For instance, we'll do it right now. Watch me touch his nose and throw some food, and say the magic word. Free. That's the only way he comes up. If you make that clear distinction with him, then when he's in a stay and he thinks he hears his name, or he thinks he hears the come command, there's no confusion because you didn't come over and touch his nose. We want that rock solid stay. You start adding in some pulling him off the stay at distances, and maybe you, right before you pull him off, you lift your hat and say, come here. Then the next time you lift your hat, he's like, oh, I know what comes next. He's going to call me. So he's going to break a stay just because you lifted your hat. So we don't want that. We also don't want that. At least he's staying. Now, it's just hot. You know, the sidewalk's hot, everything's hot. So let's bring him a little bit more in the shade. Free. Good boy. So we talked about the heel. We've talked about the down. We're discussing the stay and show you where that's at. I want to talk a little bit about the crate and show you how we charged him up. He hated going in the crate. Now, rock star in the crate. So we'll heel over to the crate and show you what that looks like. Good boy. Sit. Good. In fact, I'll pay you for that because you've been kicking butt. Heel. We'll do a fast pace. Going in, stay. We talked about it in the first video, but I didn't actually have it in front of us to show you, so I brought it out just for this. This is the very beginnings of the stay. If you go back to my original video, remember the hand command is stay, stay, right? Dogs respond better to visual cues than audible cues, all right? They're very visual. So we first teach them a sit, a down, a stay visually, right? Visually, physically. But this hand command comes from stay, stay, stay. Because young puppies, even adult dogs that haven't been taught proper, the second you go to crack that crate door open, they're coming out. They're going to come pushing, flying their way out. So you use this door as a tool to teach them that flying out ends in bad results. It ends in a crate in their face. And so once they understand this and you pair the word stay, stay, bang, stay, bang, and in that order, stay, slam. Not together. Stay, slam. Eventually, now the hand is replacing the crate door. Same motion though. Stay. Stay. Now I've stayed him to death. He might not come out. But we're going to pay him for staying. But if you can build a strong stay in the crate, then it just transitions over and that hand command carries over. Right? And guess what? The only way he's allowed out of that crate, what am I supposed to say? Free. And he comes out. That's the only way. Alright? So, yeah, good boy. You coming into heel position on your own? Come on, you can do it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Good boy. Mm-hmm. The other thing you can work on while we're working on stays is how about going in the crate on his own? Beautiful. Free. To get him in there, we start. He's so ready to go in because we pay him for going in. Free. But it would start like this. Bentley here. Inside. Yes. And we pay him. Usually pay him deep. But same thing, kind of a hand command. A lure in. I hope, you know, it's pretty gross. All kinds of hamburger meat on a hand, but oh well. Oh well. All right. But that's kind of how we do it. We can just get him to go. Free. We can get him to go inside on his own. Beautiful. Then the next time we get him to go in deeper and deeper and deeper, and eventually inside we can pay him way back here, nice and deep. Then after we get him to go in 3 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches, 12 inches, then we're basically tricking him. He says, man, I know to go to the back because that's where I'm going to get paid. Until the day you don't pay him in the back and you pay him for going in, spinning around, and you can pay him free. I'll show you what it looks like. Good boy. Inside. We pay him right here. See how quick he turned around? Because he knows payment's coming. And payment's not coming out here. Right there. Stay. So, we pay him for staying. We're kind of blending things. Going in, staying in, and then we can break that up with some free. Alright. That's kind of crate training 101. We'll probably put together a a more thorough video explaining it. We have another puppy with us. Maybe we'll do that with her because she really hates going in the crate, and that's going to be a Swiss German Shepherd. I'm saying that wrong. Swiss Shepherd. I'm new to the breed. It's an all-white German Shepherd, but I guess they're classifying it as its own breed. So it's not a German Shepherd that's all white. It's an all-white Shepherd, if that makes sense. Follow along. It's supposedly its own breed. Not an albino German Shepherd, an all-white Shepherd called a Swiss Shepherd. All right, she's beautiful. 8-9 weeks old, and we're dropping him off today, and we just started her training today at her house. Brought her over, and she's going to be staying with us for a 4-week board and train, so I have to make her even better than this guy, even though he's pretty good. Anything else I missed, camera lady?
I don't think so.
No? All right. Let's do a nice distance stay and then a couple here's, and we'll call it. We'll call it. It's getting hot. Let's do a distance stay in the grass just to switch it up. Come on. He's getting smoked. Put him in the shade though. Hey, real quick tip. Wish I had my mic. Real quick tip on the heeling. If you want to clean up this heeling, use fence lines, walls, cars, even trees to get what you're about to see here. Heel. And then when I come to a stop, he won't kick out. He won't kick out like he was doing on the sidewalk. I want him maybe come from the back. Heel. Well, he kicked out. I'm lying to you. Come on, clean it up. Yes. So just tighten it up. He's got no choice but to be pretty. So we do 100 reps of that. By the time we get to the sidewalk, it should be pretty. Now, if we had more time, that's how we clean that up. He is really getting cooked out here, though, so we're going to have to finish. Leave it here. Perfect time to use the e-collar. Watch him. I don't need him. Well, he already came off of it. I don't know what's in the grass. He doesn't need to put his nose on it. It's either old food, another animal peed there. He doesn't need to put his nose on it. I haven't used this e-collar the whole time. It is on, should I need to either motivate him or to correct things like that. Down. Watch that handyman we talked about. Stay. Stay. I'm going to walk all the way down here. You're not going to be able to hear me because I don't have a mic. Not bad for a 3-month-old puppy. I'll take it. Good boy. Good stay, buddy. Good stay. Good boy. All right. Last thing we'll work on is not work on, but show you guys is his recall command or his come command. We like to use their name and here. So Bentley here. My bad. I should have broke him off the 3. I mess up myself sometimes. But kind of on that note, some people might argue, we're going to go back to that stay discussion just for a second, right? Are you want to play? Let's play. Some people are like, well, if all you do is teach thousands and thousands of times and that the only way the dog can break a stay is to tap their nose free, what happens the day that he's 100 yards away in a down stay and I need him by my side? When that day comes, if you truly yell his name and say here, he's going to break the stay and come. I just don't want that to become his habit. Like he just did here. He broke the stay and came to me. If I disappeared around the fence and called his name here, there might be a slight hesitation, but he's going to come. He's going to come. I just don't want that to become his habit. So it's always there for if you need it, but we don't, per se, train that in with repetitions, okay? But either way, what I just did there, shame on me. Bad trainer. Yeah, good puppy. Okay, let's do some, we'll leave our camera lady in the shade. What are you doing? He's all over me. And we will, we'll do some recalls, okay? Let me take this off. So he's a little more free. Back, we'll leave this. My hands are covered in this goop. You want some? Sit. You want some of that? Disgusting. Let's rock and roll. Why don't you call him? Do you? Hold on, though. I'll go down there. Call him.
Bentley, here.
Good boy, buddy.
Good boy. Good boy. Rub his belly. Bentley here. Come on, baby. I know you're tired. Let's do it.
Bentley here. Good boy. Hey, buddy.
On that first initial one, when I called him, I gave him just a little tap, little 12, actually 11. Baby tap, just to reinforce. When you feel the tingle, come a running. Right? This is for emergency purposes. If he were to run across the street, see, he technically is off leash. I mean, we're using this as a digital leash. The mini educator, we love this tool. That or the dog trail, they're both great. But this is our emergency recall. All right, he were to go taking off after something and he's not responding, this is going to remind him, you need to get your little butt over to us. So it doesn't hurt to continue to reinforce that on low levels, medium levels, should you ever need to use it. But I think that's it. We kind of knocked it out. I don't know how long that video took, but I never have short videos. If anybody watches my videos, you know they're never very short. But super hot out. He's got a full tummy. We shouldn't be letting him run around anyways with that full tummy, but that's for another video. Bloat. We'll talk about that in another video. But right now, we'll end this video and say thank you guys very much for watching, and no biting the trainer. We should know this by now. And since he's doing it, we're going to fix it right here on camera. We're going to fix it on camera if you want to keep biting. He's been so good about that. So good. But he's just extra frisky, extra loving. Yeah, there we go. And we fix it. Let me show you how we fix it. Roll his lip over on himself, and he's now biting himself. Make sense? Yeah. We roll the top or the bottom, but he's such a tough little character. Got that. We do like such, right? Roll his own lips, and you hear that sound? And then that's him saying, okay, I give up. Mercy. Mercy. And look at him. He's still fine. Still rolling around, even after that quote correction. He just doesn't want to play bite games with me anymore because it's not fun. Alright? We don't push him away and make it more and more fun of a game. Bentley here. Alright? Now we can enjoy each other without chewing on the trainer. Isn't that right? Alright, so anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you on the next video. And wish Bentley good luck on his drop-off today, and spending the rest of his life with his loving family. Good job, buddy. We're going to miss him. He's such a cute dog, such a cool dog. Super tough, even at this age. Alright. Ready to rock? Let's get you some water. See you guys on the next video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Alright?